Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're trying to wrap your head around the highly anticipated astrological shifts of summer 2026, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the June and July cosmic forecasts. We're talking about a rare period marked by massive abundance, rapid transformation, basically the whole shebang. We're going to take all this complex data and translate it into clear, actionable insights for every single moon sign.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our quick roadmap. We'll start with a brief macro view of the June and July transits to set the cosmic stage, and then we'll jump straight into a rapid-fire sign-by-sign breakdown. Aries through Pisces, we've got you covered.
Section 1. The June and July transits, setting the cosmic stage.
So, the summer of 2026? It's setting up a truly intense cosmic stage. Every source agrees this is a universally recognized period of profound emotional healing and, honestly, massive destiny shifts. Let's look at the timeline. The major kickoff hits right on June 1st. That's when Jupiter, the planet of wisdom, expansion, and abundance, enters Cancer. And in Vedic astrology, Cancer is Jupiter's sign of exaltation. That means it's operating at its absolute peak power here. Then, just a week later, on June 8th, Venus joins Jupiter, creating this incredibly powerful conjunction blending deep wisdom with our desires and comforts. That energy holds strong before the conjunction starts shifting around July 4th.
Now you might be wondering, why is this specific shift such a big deal? Well, 13. According to the sources, it takes 13 long years for Jupiter to complete its full zodiac cycle and return to this highly exalted, powerful position in Cancer. So yeah, this isn't just your everyday transit, it is literally a once-in-a-decade cosmic upgrade.
What's really interesting here is a concept called Atichari. Basically, it means Jupiter is moving fast, like unusually fast. Normally, it takes Jupiter about a full year to transit a single sign. But in 2026, it's in this rapid Atichari state, meaning it's going to absolutely race through Cancer in just 5 months, from June 1st to October 31st. Because it's moving at breakneck speed, it's going to demand rapid adaptation, swift healing, and quick action from all of us.
Before we jump into the specific signs, I want to share this quote from the source material. Jupiter chooses to bring the highest light into the most vulnerable place of creation. Cancer represents our roots, our home, the mother, the heart. Jupiter, the great teacher, is arriving to shine its massive, expansive light right on our deepest emotional vulnerabilities. Okay, so now that we know the macro stage is set for this rapid, vulnerable growth, let's dive into exactly how this light will strike your specific moon sign.
Section 2. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Real estate, spirituality, and social expansion.
Let's start with Aries moon and ascendant signs. The sources highlight this as the absolute best period between June and October for real estate. Because of Jupiter's exalted aspect on your 4th house of property, listen, if you're planning to buy a flat, purchase land, or upgrade your fixed assets, the cosmic energy fully has your back right now. It's also a fantastic window to upgrade your professional skills. You've got that natural fiery Aries energy, so channeling it into focused, long-term learning is going to pay huge dividends in your career. Moving to Taurus. This transit powerfully activates your 12th house. That's all about the subconscious mind, isolation, and spiritual retreats. So this isn't the time to be hitting up every social event. It's an excellent time for deep inner work. Interestingly, foreign connections are highly favored, so you might find real success making deals with international entities. More importantly, focus on your sleep and honor your ancestors. Keeping a dream journal starting June 1st is highly recommended, because interpreting your dreams right now can unlock some profound subconscious guidance. All right, Gemini. Jupiter is bringing you massive social expansion. It's traveling right through your 11th house of gains, which means this is the exact time to build relationships that are going to benefit you long-term. Get out there, collaborate, network. Plus, Gemini naturally rules communication in the hands. If you have skills involving your hands, like playing an instrument, creating art, coding, or even practicing healing techniques like Reiki, this is absolutely your moment to confidently showcase those talents. The right people are waiting to support your work.
Section 3. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Heart healing, awakening, and dead resolution.
Cancer natives, you are literally the star of the show here. Jupiter is exalted right in your 1st house of self and personality. The sources emphasize this is going to bring massive emotional grounding. We're talking immense, foundational heart healing. You're finally going to find the clarity and wisdom to forgive old enemies and resolve those heavy family issues that have been dragging you down. Trust your gut completely right now. Seriously, your intuition is practically a superpower during these 5 months. For Leo, the forecast is pointing to a really intense spiritual awakening. Jupiter is transiting your 12th house, creating what Vedic astrologers call a Viprit Raj Yoga. Let's break that down. Viprit basically means opposite or reverse. This means that situations that look like massive vulnerabilities or challenges, they're going to miraculously reverse and turn into strengths and sudden success. If things seem like they're falling apart, trust that they're actually falling into place. Pay very close attention to your intuition to navigate this. Now for Virgo. This Atichari movement creates a highly strategic period for you. With Jupiter's powerful influence moving through your 11th house of income, you're going to see your career networks expand beautifully. Make sure to connect with older, wiser mentors. But even more critically, the sources note this is a prime window for repaying debts and resolving long-standing conflicts. You might literally watch your obstacles self-destruct. The key for Virgo is to take the high road. Let Jupiter handle the heavy lifting with your adversaries while you focus on expanding your own reach.
Section 4. Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Career shine, occult luck, and deep transformation.
For Libra, Jupiter brings its expansive energy directly to your 10th house of career and public standing. You are going to shine brilliantly as a leader. If you've been waiting for a promotion or a new high-visibility role, this is the window where you gain massive professional respect. Furthermore, the sources explicitly mention this is a highly favorable period for purchasing fixed assets to build your long-term wealth, specifically highlighting investments in precious metals like gold and silver. For Scorpio, your Bhagya, which translates to destiny or luck, heavily prospers. Jupiter is looking right at your 9th house of higher learning. This transit is incredibly supportive for deep research and occult learning. And remember, occult simply means hidden knowledge. So whether that's astrology, deep psychological profiling, or intensive scientific research, your natural investigative traits are totally amplified. You'll find higher wisdom and have the stamina to dive into the absolute depths of complex subjects. For Sagittarius, pay close attention. Jupiter is your chart ruler, meaning its movements affect you way more profoundly than most. Moving through your 8th house, Jupiter is asking you to undergo a deep internal transformation. This is a time to resolve complex psychological challenges and shed old identities that just don't serve you anymore. The sources strongly advise cautious strategic planning right now, especially with your finances and joint assets. Budget carefully, focus on healing those deep-seated wounds, and really embrace this intense rebirth process.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the zodiac completes its cycle, bringing us to Section 5, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Powerful partnerships, health focus, and empowered speech. For Capricorn, the focus is placed entirely on your 7th house of partnerships. This is a tremendous period for growth in your committed relationships. Single? It's a powerful time to find a partner. Married? It's a time to deepen that bond. But listen, this isn't just romantic. It is heavily business-focused as well. Expect highly beneficial new contracts, successful negotiations, and the formation of really powerful professional connections. Lean into those collaborations because your biggest growth is going to come from working closely with others. For Aquarius, Jupiter is putting a huge spotlight on your 6th house of daily routines, health, and conflicts. Consider this your cosmic cue to establish rock-solid health routines. Connect your mind and body through consistent exercise and clean habits. The sources highlight that focusing on this physical discipline will directly help you defeat litigation and conquer your enemies. You're not going to win through loud, messy confrontations, but through quiet wisdom, immense stamina, and finding a peaceful, strategic compromise. Finally, for Pisces, Jupiter influences your 5th house of creativity and aspects your 2nd house of wealth and speech. You are going to command attention with incredibly empowered, impactful speech. It is a phenomenal time to give presentations, launch a project, or teach a class. Furthermore, the sources highly recommend adopting a pure sattvic diet right now, meaning fresh, whole, unprocessed foods. Eating purely will clear your mind, optimize your energy, and literally link directly to setting yourself up for massive, long-term financial success.
So, to sum up the core takeaway from all of our astrological sources today, regardless of your sign, this Atichari movement is universally described as a fleeting, golden window of massive abundance. The June and July 2026 transits, led by this rapidly moving, exalted Jupiter in Cancer, represent just a profound opportunity for deep heart healing, rapid growth, and really aligning with your ultimate destiny.
I know it's a lot of rapid, transformative energy to process, and remember, that 5-month Atichari window means the time to act is tight. So, with the cosmos shifting so rapidly in the summer of 2026, are you ready to embrace your cosmic potential?
Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I highly encourage you to go back, review your specific signs forecast again, plan your summer carefully, and until next time, keep learning and keep focusing on your growth.